Oh, hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my video. Today we got ourselves a shell ejecting bolt action AWM foam blaster. I mean, check this out. Holy moly! And of course, this video wouldn't be possible without the help from MECH POTATO for helping me to get this blaster. To those who do not know who is MECH POTATO is a local Malaysia online foam blaster seller who sells rare imported foam blaster, just like this one. And if you guys are also interested with other shell ejecting options, MECH POTATO get you covered. Link is in the description down below. In the box we got the blaster stock, a receiver, a barrel, a magazine, a bipod, a sling, a fake scope, 6 shells, 10 darts, a manual, and let us not forget the fake suppressor. First let us install the receiver. Grab the receiver and drop it into the stock just like so. Next the barrel. Align the barrel with the receiver and push it in just like so. To put on the scope, loosen up the nut, slide in the Picatinny rail and tighten it up. To install the bipod, slide it in the Picatinny rail under the blaster just like so. To put on the suppressor, basically just friction fit it on the barrel just like so. The blaster comes with these kind of chrome shells, and this is how you put the dart into the shells. To load the shells, basically just press it in the magazine just like so. Put on the magazine, and this is how the blaster looks like with everything installed. Okay, first look at the blaster. As you can see, the scale of the blaster is of course at the smaller side. While it is pretty obvious this blaster is marketed towards children's, and man oh man, children these days are just so lucky to be able to play with toys like this. So let us do a little bit of measurement and see. So basically the body itself, this part, is about 19 inches. Including the barrel, it is around 32 inches. Well, definitely not too intimidating, but thank God it actually came with an intimidation add-on. I mean, I call this a fake suppressor. I mean, the suppressor serves absolutely no purpose but to make this whole blaster looks longer. Of course, longer means better. After putting on the suppressor, this thing goes around 42 inches, not too bad. So let us take this suppressor out for a little bit because it is not able to, fit in the whole frame. And let us talk about the build quality of this blaster. As you can see, this whole blaster is made out of ABS plastic, from the barrel to the body to the, of course, the fake scope and the magazine, which I'm pretty sure that an AWM doesn't really have a magazine this long. Since this is a toy marketed towards children, I don't think the extra mag jutting out like that matters a lot. While we are speaking about the plastic part, I would like to grab this opportunity to talk about the weight of the green part over here. For some good reason, the green part of this blaster felt really heavy. I mean, it is not really heavy, but you can actually, felt the weight over here. So when we actually take off the barrel part, you can see this part is really hefty. I'm pretty sure that they actually put some sort of a metal plate in there to make this thing felt, heavy. Well, at least to me, that's a good thing because, even though that the plastic is, of course, not the best, but due to the weight, it actually felt, pretty high quality. I mean, this placebo effect thing is kind of messing up my brain right now, but yeah, I like heavy stuff. Oh, are you curious on how I just take the whole thing off? It is actually pretty easy, but first of all, we have to remove the magazine over here. So there is an orange lever where you have to push it and you pull out the magazine. And under the blaster, as you can see, there is an orange button over here where you can just push it and you can just basically pull this whole thing apart. I mean, due to the smaller scale, it actually came with a really short buttstock. I mean, shouldering the blaster looks a little bit funny for a huge guy like me, but I already got used to CQB blasters, so this tight aiming position is acceptable, I guess. But again, this is for children, not a huge guy like me. So let us get back to the blaster. As you can see, the entire internal build is made out of plastic. The bolt is, of course, made out of plastic. I would say the entire internals is actually made out of plastic. The bolt action so far, it feels really smooth. I mean, even though the bolt is a little bit at the smaller side, in fact, to me, it is a little bit too small. Of course, this is for children's. It actually felt really good. I mean, satisfying good. So basically, the shell ejecting mechanism is pretty similar with the UDL XM1014, or basically any manual shell ejecting blaster that I've reviewed so far. The trigger pull feels okay, just that the grip is a little bit at the smaller side. That's why, it's a little bit tight for me. But let me remind you, this blaster is marketed towards children, so it's not for huge dudes like me. But nevertheless, I still like the blaster, even though I'm a full-grown man. Come on, how did you not like this? Yeah. So as you can see, the Picatinny situation is pretty straightforward. There is a Picatinny rail over here, and of course, Picatinny rail on both sides of the blaster. And there is a Picatinny rail right under the blaster for your stand, of course. And speaking of the stand is, one of those toy level flimsy kind of stand over here. I mean, take a look at this. But nevertheless, this is still a functioning stand. As you can see, you can actually collapse the stand to, make the whole blaster much more compact, and you can flip out the stand for your, sniping and stuff. But to be honest, this is a toy. I wouldn't recommend you to bring this down the field. But for indoor play, this is definitely a fun blaster. So I guess that's all about it. Without further ado, let us go test the blaster out. Okay, we got some pretty interesting performance numbers. So as you can see, this is a toy, therefore you will get a toy level performance. So this blaster shoots from 41 FPS all the way to 43 FPS only, not a high number. As I said before, this blaster is marketed towards children, so it is understandable that the FPS is a little bit at the lower side for safety purpose. And of course, you are buying this blaster because of the bolt action shell ejection goodness. The shooting distance of this blaster is a little bit at the lower side too. This blaster, at best, it can go only 5 meters, but in 5 meters, you can definitely score a hit. The accuracy is actually not bad, which is a surprise to me. So far, operating this blaster, I did not encounter any jams yet, which is a good thing. The bolt action is still functioning after more than 100 shots, I think. And one more thing I would like to suggest you guys is that when you are trying to aim, I wouldn't suggest you to use the scope, because the scope is not a functioning scope. It will not help your aiming. I would say this blaster is much more accurate when I, aim like that. But anyways, this is a fun blaster. So if you guys are looking for a bolt action shell ejection blaster for your kids, this is the one to go with. So yep, that's all for today, guys. Like this video if you like it, dislike this video if you do not like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I'm going to see you in the next video. Adios, guys!